Hey everybody, welcome back to the craft room. My name is Anna and this is Tales from the Craft Room. I'm so glad that you're here. I have done a little bit of changing around in the craft room. I worked really hard today. We took the day off. We went to see my mom, but I will share a little bit about that in a minute. But when we got back, I did some cleaning in the craft room, a little straightening up, a little moving of things because I really needed more room. I had some totes that were stacked behind me and it just was not allowing enough room for me to move around. I was come in, sit in my chair. That was it. I could get to the window to open the window, but there really wasn't enough room to do a whole lot here in the craft room. So, like I said, I did some rearranging. I did some furniture moving and I now have way more room. So let's check that out before we get into the visit with Mom and the hats. She gave me 6 bags, I think. 6 or 7 bags of hats. Grocery bags are not super full, but still there's quite a few hats there. Depending on how many I have to redo, because, well, we'll get to that in a minute. But when I got back, I did some rearranging and some organizing here in the craft room, and it looks so much better. So let me turn, I need to stop saying so all the time. Let me turn the camera a little bit and we will start over here by my door. My door is here, my door is here, my window is here. If you are new here and you are not familiar with my craft room is a little bit bigger than a 4x8 sheet of plywood. It's like 7x11 or something like that. It's not a whole lot bigger than 4x8. I can't remember exactly. It's been quite a while since I measured it, but yes, other than the bathroom, this is the, other than the bathroom, this is the smallest room that we have. And I claimed it for my very own because I didn't want to have space for tons and tons and tons of stuff. So, but I do have quite a bit. So anyway, we'll start over here by the door and I will just kind of turn this and show you what I've done. Make it easier. All right, there's my door, right? Let's see, where's it at? Okay, right here's my door. It is one of those pocket doors that slides back and forth in the frame like this. Pretty cool. I did not paint my door. My door is the original color and I left that way on purpose. And the lock on my door don't work, but that's okay. I don't need to lock my door. So what I did was I moved this shelf back in. This is actually a corner shelf that I claimed, I don't know, several years back. I put my collection, my favorite of small things here on this shelf. The next shelf down, well, the top shelf, this is my cotton yarn. And a few random things. Got a phone charger there that, well, the cord, I have nothing that works with it anymore. My tape measures. This is a Christmas ornament from a Christmas swap that I did a few years back. And then the next shelf down is some just random scraps of baby yarn. Or just, you know, smaller weight yarn. You see that back there? I think I'm going to wash this up and actually use it. This is a cutting board that I claimed out of some stuff. It looks like, if you've been here a while, long enough to know, it does kind of look like Fuzzy, my kitty cat. Fuzzy's been gone for a few years now. I do miss Fuzzy. But I was just going to use this for decoration, but obviously it's been used before because you can see cut marks on it. So I might just take it to my kitchen and use it when I need to carefully cut things. But for now, I'm going to stick it back over here. And then there's absolutely nothing on the bottom shelf. So moving on, we have this mess of a stand here. I do have some needlework books on the shelf. This is the box for my Addie. And on the top there, right there, is a crochet project that I need to finish up and maybe enter into the county fair. I don't know. My daughter-in-law is trying to talk me into entering stuff, but I kind of want to, but I kind of don't. So we'll see what happens. Now, moving on. Here in the middle of my room is my other collection. Oh, wait. I'll get back to that. I want to show you some of the stuff in my collection over here on the shelf. My other collection of things, unicorns, kitty cats, an Eevee, things that I've made, just, you know, whatnot up there. My yarn, this one, and the one over there, Christmas ornament, was also from the same Christmas ornament swap that I did a few years back. This is one that I made myself. It is a little swatch of knitting with a yarn ball in there. Obviously all my yarn, some books. Down here in the bottom here, these doors open. I've got some new yarn that I haven't told you guys about, which that's a whole nother story too. But here is the new yarn. This is 4 of Hirschner's Halloween yarns. And I've got my beads down here, and then over here on this other side, I have some yarn. This is some yarn that Mom gave me a while back. It is some loops and threads, but it does have, it's called the mixed up, the blended stuff. It does have wool in it. It's acrylic, polyester, nylon, metallic, and wool. I've decided not to make hats with these just because of the small amount of wool content. And it also does say, you know, special drying instructions. And it does say, well, say, oh, it says do not dry clean. But I decided not to use this yarn to make hats with. I'm leaning towards, you didn't hear this, but towards making a blanket or something for it. I'll do something for myself or someone that I know would know how to take care of yarn like this. So that's what that is. Just my specialty yarns and my newest yarn. Uh-oh. Get those strings out of there. And then a little bit farther over this way, this is where things changed quite a bit. As you can see, I have a new shelf. The big brown yarn cabinet used to be here, but it was what was taking up most of the space here in my craft room. So I got rid of it. It is just around the wall behind you guys into the next room, which my craft room used to be an office or a reception room office. I think on the other side used to be the waiting room because our building back in the day had doctor's offices for all these rooms. But this one used to be an office because I do have one of the 2 windows, the glass windows for the office lady thing here. But I don't have them in my window area. It's blank. But anyway, got my 2 favorite big unicorns. That's the only big unicorns that I have. This is yarn that needs to be frogged and taken care of because, yeah, it's a big mess. Then I have more yarn, and then on the bottom, there's another shelf on the bottom that you can't see. I have more yarn. This shelf was a dumpster dive shelf that I got probably during COVID. I can't remember. It's been a while back. I've had it in here, taken it out, put it in, taken it out. But I decided to bring it back in. And all of the crates or baskets, whatever you want to call them, on this shelf are vegetable crates. We take these out of the dumpster because there's a Mexican restaurant nearby that throws all of their stuff away. This makes good furniture and this makes good storage. More so storage than furniture. But I am very thankful that these baskets, I've got 3 of these on the 3 bottom shelves, fit perfectly on these shelves. And then this bigger one that I have fit perfectly up there on there. As you can see, I've got my Addy out. It is attached to a small end table that I have here in my craft room that I can easily move around. I have been making Addy hats. If you've watched a few previous videos, you know that I've done that. And then over here in the corner, by my window, there's my window. You can see my cool peace sign curtains. I'll get up and put those down so you can see those too. But I was able to stack 3 of the 5 crates, not crates, totes that I have here in the craft room over here in the corner. The bottom tote that you can't see is a bunch of wool blend yarns that, once again, I choose not to make hats with. And then the next one is the lid, green lidded there, has just random yarn and stuff like that, just random stuff. The top one has fair entry, or items that I put in the fair that I have ribbons on. I've just thrown them in there, and just, you know, random projects that I don't have a clue what to do with are in there. And then on the top, I've got, I don't know if you can see it, there at the top on the back, you can see some black in a plastic bag with a zipper. That is a knitting kit that I got several years back that I still haven't finished. If you've been here long enough and you know about it, I was calling it the newspaper shawl because it is black and white and gray colors. And then some of those are some unfinished projects and some yarn, 2 bags of yarn that need to be, you know, frogged and something done with. But anyway, yeah, my curtains, I'm not going to get up and put them down because this video is getting long enough already. And I've got to show you mom hats. But anyway, that's what I did here in the craft room. I am currently very happy with the layout and the setup that I've done. I really like it. So anyway, like I said, we went to see mom today. Sister came down and we went together. She went over last weekend. She went down again today to go with, you know, take mom out for Mother's Day. We celebrated Mother's Day with mom today. And I bought mom a big box of yarn. I ordered it from Hirschner's because they had like 15-cent shipping or some super cheap shipping. And then a few days later, they had free shipping. But anyway, I got her quite a bit of yarn. I did buy for myself those 4 Halloween yarns, but she also got one of each of those same yarns as well. And then I took some stuff off of my shelf, yarns that she had given me that I didn't like the browns and the stuff like that, that I don't know what I'd ever do with. And I added that to her box, so her box was completely full. And while I was there, like I said, she gave me like 6 bags of hats. Now, my mom is in a nursing home. If you don't know that, she's been there right about a year now. She is settled in for the most part as well as can be expected. She is doing very well, better than we even expected her to do. She's kind of a tween person. She is not to the point where she needs the full nursing home care, but she's past the point of being able to be in an assisted living where she can just, you know, do stuff on her own. So she, like I said, she's kind of a tween there. She hates it, but she understands that she needs to be there. And they're having trouble because there's a lot of things that she wants to be independent about and do herself. And they are having issues allowing her to do so. But it's all working out and she is doing very good. She is still crocheting. She has made a lot of the hats already that I have for the preschool, which hopefully this puts me over the edge. However, all the ones in this bag are misfit hats, as I'm going to call it, and they have to be redone because they are too small. I'm not sure how many of these. I'm not going to measure them, but we're going to go through these, and I'm sure there's going to be quite a few that we're going to have to do over. This probably being one of them. Yes. And here's another one. Well, that one looks like it might be just fine. That one might actually work. I'm not going to try them on, but I'll measure all these later to make sure that they will work for the preschool. The ones that will work, I will put them in the tote. The rest of them I will add to the bag, and I do recycle the yarn. I unravel them and recycle the yarn, and usually I have to add yarns, and I create them into new hats that will actually fit properly. So this is one that obviously has to be done. Redone. This is like it's a variegated, that blue. Yeah, you can see a little bit. The lighter color is kind of a speckled or not a variegated, but a speckled or marl or something. So that's cool. This one is definitely going to be redone. It looks good, but it's not the right size. So I'm going to kind of try and separate them here. Ooh, I like this one. This one's definitely just fine. This hat will work perfectly. I can tell just by looking at it that it will work for a preschooler. Those are some really pretty colors that she has put together. Yeah, see, these are pretty close. So I think both of these will work. And there's one here. Ooh, this one's nice. This one will work too. She's put like a beige in the variegated, and then a white and or a cream and a light blue on the bottom. That one looks like that will work just fine. Yay, I got 3 more hats. This one will probably have to be redone. It looks a little small. And then I'll try this one on or measure it, but this one might just work as well. So we shall see. I might have to add a little bit more. Oh, that looks like a beanie cap. I don't know what she's doing here. Yeah. Anyway. And my mom, for what it's worth, will be turning 81 years old this year. And she enjoys crocheting because it gives her something to do. She likes to sit in her room and crochet. At least she is doing something to keep her mind going good and strong. Alright, here is bag number 2. This is the one she gave me today. It is pink and a little bit of pink and gray on the bottom. It is a little small, I can tell by looking at it. This one might work. Well, she got some color going in that one. I'll have to measure that one to see if it will fit. I'll just try it on my head, but that one might work. This one is a little small. She kind of got a increase going on this side, but like I said, I'll have to undo this one. It's a little small. And I do have some more yarn similar to that. I think it's in that tote. Or maybe I don't. I don't know. We'll have to see. But I will do something with that. This one probably is a little too short. I usually can't add to it because I don't know what she does. So it's just easier for me to unravel and start over. But yeah, I think I'm going to redo that one. This one's not too bad. It does look a little short. So I'll probably redo that one as well. This one is actually big enough. I'll put that in the go stack. She made this really thick. This is super thick. Looks like she put 3 different yarns together on the bottom. So, yeah, that one's definitely big enough. Oh, this one's pretty. I might. Here we go. This is that same type of yarn, just a different color. So what I'll probably do is unravel these two and put these 2 yarns together and make a hat. So, yeah, that'll work out really good. And then the last one in this bag is a green and a kind of a purple with a little flecks in it or whatever. That one is too small. I can tell by looking at it. That bag has seen better days. I'm going to throw it away. The next bag. Let's see what she's got in here. Oh, this one's a nice size hat. This one will be just fine. This one is like a variegated brown tones and a purple. So that'll work. This one will have to be remade. This one will work. This is like a turquoise and a off-white tan color. This one looks like it'll work just fine. This one looks a little small. This is a pink and a red put together. So I'll redo that. Here's some more of that. Well, she did this one with a regular and a... There's two strands there. It's a darker, like a charcoal or something like that, and that velvety green. That'll probably have to be redone. That doesn't look quite big enough. This one looks a little short. I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, that's a little short. It needs to be a little bit longer. And I messed up my hair. So this one will be redone as well. And this one here will need to be redone as well. So I've got quite a few hats, as you can see, to be redone. Let's see, I'll count these after a bit. But my stack there is getting too tall. That's the redo stack. This is the looks good stack. I got this bag and then 2 more bags. Let's go with this bag's not quite as full. Oh, this is my bag. This is all the preemie hats that I have that I need to weave the tails in on and maybe make some more, because in a couple of weeks, hopefully, I will be taking the preemie hats that I have made and some that others have made and given to me to donate, taking them to our local Ronald McDonald house. So, all right, here's this one. Let's see what we got in here. This one's close, but it's not quite. It's a little short. Pretty colors though. I love redoing Mom's hats because she puts colors together really well. That one is a little short as well. This is a beige and a white. This is a sparkly blue and that purpley color. Oh, wait. I'm getting mixed up here. That one. Yeah, that one's a little short. That one's a little short too. Oh, this is a camouflage in a green. And I gave her some more camouflage yarn. I don't know. That one's iffy. I think it's short. Like I said, I'll measure all these just in case. This one's a little short as well. This is kind of a charcoal and a yellow. It looks green on my screen, but it's more of a charcoal type color. That one's a little short. This one is a little small as well. This is like a dark green and a regular green. This is a little bitty one. This is a kind of a purpley color and a red. That will have to be redone. This is green and gold. Will have to also be redone. Ooh, I like this one. That's fancy. But it is small, on the small side, as is this one. So I've got quite a few that I'm going to have to redo. But I do have some good ones, which is exciting. I just need to quit being lazy and start working on hats again. I was getting so close, I've been doing other things. So. That's a pretty one. Too bad it's a little short. That's another pretty one. It also is a little short. That's a pretty one. Also a little short. My rule of thumb, if it fits me and comes down to the bottom of my ears, it's good. And that's what they've told me to make, because the kids can grow into them. Some of them I have a little bit smaller, but this is a little bit too small, in my opinion. This is like a tan and black. A little short. This one's a little short as well. This is 2 strands of white. Why she did that, I don't know. I do not like white hats. So I'll probably take the white and mix it with something else. This is a maroon and a red mix, which is also a little short. This one's a little bitty. Well, this is like size for my grandson. Too bad he probably won't fit in it this winter. But this is a red and white. Oh, this is a real pretty one. That's just like a single strand. No, she got 2 strands together. Same color. But once again, I'll have to redo that as well. This one will need redone as well. This is a lavender and a little bit darker purple. Same with this one. This is an orange and a brownish color. Really pretty. And 2 more in this bag. This one's a little short. This is a few different shades of blues, as is this one. So yeah, that's what Mom gave me today. She has been very busy, and I do know I have some other hats because my aunt, she gave one of my aunts some hats thinking that Aunt was me, and I still need to go pick those up, but I will, probably when I deliver the preemie hats, I will holler at her because she lives over that way. Maybe we can meet up somewhere and I can grab the hats. So, what Mom gave me today, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 8 hats that are usable. And then I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There's 12. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Goodness, Mom. 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37. I got 38. Let's do some math here. 38 that are needing to be reworked. And then how many did I say? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So she has made a total of 46 hats since the last time Sister brought me hats. Now, I don't know if this is all the hats that she's made. I don't know if she gives them to the staff at the nursing home to do something with. I don't know what she does. I don't know if this, like I said, if this is all she's made or what. But I am super excited because I have 8 hats that will work. So let's do some more math. I currently have 86 hats in the tote ready to go. believe it or not, 86 plus 8 equals 94 hats for preschool. 94 of 100 hats that are finished for preschool, and it is not even the end of May. So, woohoo, let's go. Kudos to my mom. She has made a big majority of the hats for preschool. And I told her today, just keep making them. Don't stop making them, because I have other friends and family members that also teach school. And if I get my 100 hats, and I will keep working on them, I have extras, I will keep working on them. And if I have extras, I will contact my friend who teaches, I think, first grade, second grade, something like that, just a small class. And my cousin also teaches like either first or second grade, maybe kindergarten, I can't remember. But it should be a fairly small class. I will contact them and say, hey, would you like some hats? I would like to donate hats. If they say yes, I will have the hats for them. If they say no, then I will have the hats starting for next year. Or maybe I can find someone else who needs hats, or just donate them locally. My church does provide the coats for the Coats for Kids. They work with the local assistance center, and they do that. So another lady from my church makes hats and stuff and puts in there for the Coats for Kids. So I could do that as well. I do have, which is behind you in the other room, I have a bag of scarves and cowls and stuff that I made a few years back that I could also take out there and donate, because I don't make enough of those to do a big donation to like school or anything like that. So anyway, that's what I've been up to. That's what I've done today. Taking care of my craft room, which, like I said, I like it so much better. Going and seeing Mom and getting some hats. I really wish some of these were, you know, that one just might work. Guess I'll go back through these other ones and measure it. So make that 9. So that gives me how many? Let's do plus 1. So that makes 95 hats. That one will fit. But like I said, I'll go back through the rest of these and make sure that I've not misplaced any, thinking they were too small, when actually they'll just work. So thank you guys for joining me. I hope you enjoyed seeing the new view of my craft room. I hope you enjoyed hearing about Mom and how she's doing and seeing what she's been up to making hats. So thank you guys for joining me. Leave me a comment down below. Give me a thumbs up, and make sure you check the description box, because I will put my blog link there, and you can go check that out for posts of what I've been up to in between these videos that I make. See you guys later.